Greeting everyone, my name is Hafiz Hilmi bin Zulkifli, a Year 1 Pharmacy student from the National University of Malaysia. My matrix number are A218729. When was the last time you did something for no other reason than it bringing you joy? Not for a side hustle and not for social media posts and not to check it off a to-do list. Think about it. Was it last week, last month, or has it been so long that you can't even remember? If you are struggling to answer that, you are not alone. Think about how you usually spend your evening or weekend between answering email, doing endless assignment, watching short videos, or working extra hours to make ends meet. Many of us have sadly slowly stopped doing the activities that used to show who we really are outside of school or work. We have traded our passion for productivity and our free time for scrolling. I have spent the last several months observing and interviewing working professionals about their free time, and the pattern is very much obvious. Fewer than 1 in 10 could name a current active hobby that wasn't tied to productivity or passive consumption. As someone who recently rediscovered my own creative hobby, only after realizing that I hadn't spent much time on my cubing progression in over 2 years, I understand how easily this can happen because we don't mean to lose ourselves. We just get distracted by our busy day-to-day life. Today, I want to explain why we have abandoned the concept of hobbies and more importantly, how we can bring them back. Let's start with the biggest culprit, the pressure to turn everything into a side hustle. We live in a world where social media culture this environment where people are always asking themselves, can I make money from this? Can I actually do something with this? What was once done for pure enjoyment is now evaluated for its financial or professional return. Think about it. If you post a painting online, the first comment may be, wow, you could sell this. While that seems like a splendid compliment, it shifts the whole narrative from enjoyment to commerce. It makes the activity a job, thus becoming a burden to ourselves. The pressure is crippling. Even without direct monetization, many people feel guilty spending time on a hobby that doesn't build a useful skill for their resume. We have become so obsessed with productivity that we have forgotten rest and play are essential for our mental health. As research suggests, we are embracing the creator economy, but in doing so, we risk losing the simple joy of creating for ourselves. Doom scrolling on social media have been so much normalized in today's societies. These low-effort digital habits are psychologically designed to keep us consuming rather than creating or just enjoying the silence. Think about the mindless scroll, endless vertical scrolling on platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, or YouTube Shorts fill the small pocket of our very few time that previously might have been used for sketching, journaling, or practicing an instrument. We have replaced the feeling of flow with the feeling of falling down a rabbit hole. The problem is that these apps are designed to be addictive. They provide instant dopamine hits without any lasting satisfaction. It really makes you feel like you need more and more of it. You can never get enough. They fill the time but starve the soul. We live a doom scrolling session for maybe 2 or 3 hours, feeling drained and anxious, not energized and fulfilled. This is why so many adults feel like they don't have hobbies anymore. We need to actively make space for hobbies that don't necessarily produce results. Let me explain. People can successfully bring hobbies back into daily life by deliberately choosing low-stake, non-productive activities and protecting them for both monetization pressure and digital distraction. Here is my challenge to you. Schedule a non-negotiable 20-minute hobby block 3 times per week. Put it in your calendar like a meeting that you can never miss. This will generate natural dopamine that can feel refreshing, especially after a draining week that keep your social battery low. This hobby block can be done one day after another to provide a continuous hobby session throughout the week. And most importantly, reframe your definition of success. Success isn't finishing a project or selling it, but success is showing up and enjoying the process. The process is the reward. It is about being imperfect and having fun anyway. To sum up, hobbies are a way to distract ourselves from this golden age of digitalization. There should be no pressure of being good at everything, and it is okay to enjoy the process rather than wanting the validation from other people, but most importantly, our own ego. So today, I ask you to set aside a period this week to focus on a hobby with an empty mind and just have fun. Don't care about how good you are, don't care about whether you can make money from it, do it for yourself. And as Bob Ross wisely advised us, we don't make mistakes, we have happy accidents. Hobbies are not about perfection, they are about those happy accidents. That is what makes life different and unique. Go out there and embrace your beautiful imperfection and go do something for you. Thank you and good night.